Hey guys, I'm Ben with Truck Slider Warehouse. I'm here with Dan from Great Lakes Glass. He's the senior technician there. And we're going to give you some tips and tricks on how to install this slider into your 1997 and newer Ford F150 pickup truck. This is a great addition to any truck if you have a flat window now, or if you have a slider that's maybe got a broken part in it or something. This is a great upgrade, great addition. Now, some of our other videos will show the technical parts of how to put this in, and you may have seen those before already, and we're just going to show you what's different about this particular one, this Ford truck. Okay, Dan, on the other videos and on the website, I see a lot of things like this. I see wire, I see pull knives, I see urethane that's used. Can you tell me what's different about this slider, or how this one's done?
This slider is the easiest one for any of them to be changed. It's just a bolted in slider from the inside. It's very, very simple.
That's great. Is this something that I can do myself, or do I have to pay somebody to have this done?
No, this is something you could do. Even if you're not very mechanically inclined, I would say you could do this one easily in less than an hour.
Okay, great. Dan, okay, so I'm going to just start out, let's say I have a flat window in my truck now, or a slider. Will this slider fit either one of those?
Yes, it will.
That's great. The quad cab and the standard cab and the extended cab, is that all the same too?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. When I just walk up to my truck now, I'm just going to start here. Can you tell me a little bit about how I start, where I start, and what I need to do to accomplish this job?
What you want to do is just go on the inside. Before you start is just get on the inside and look back above your headliner and on the sides, and you'll find these bolts, and on them are 9 millimeters. What you want to just have is just a flat ratcheting tool of some sort, and you just loosen all these bolts up with a 9 millimeter. On the sides you may have to remove some material, but most of the time it's very accessible, so you can get to it without removing anything. Once you get these bolts all off, none of this cures, and you can just push on the window and it should break free relatively easy.
So it's butyl tape that holds it in, right?
Correct.
And that's like, for lack of a better term, like a bubble gum type of consistency maybe?
Yeah, actually the hotter it is outside, the easier it'll break free and the more stringier it will get. So just be careful while pushing it out so it doesn't snap back and get all over your interior and everything.
This sounds too good to be true. So if I understand you right, just to sum this up, all I have to do is remove these nuts and push and my window will come out?
Correct.
Wow, that sounds so simple. So I guess once I have the window out, what do I do with that old tape that's on there, that old butyl tape?
What you do is just get it a little bit wadded up in your hand and just slowly just put it against. It'll come off relatively easy as long as you got a wad of it on your hand. It's sticky, like you said, chewing gum, and it'll all can just clean that of all the debris and sand and dirt, and you're ready to go right forward.
So I just pull that off and I'll just be left with basically my paint, right?
Correct.
Okay, great. This slider then is not put in with the urethane, you said,
No, it
right?
is not.
It's put in with this? Can you just show us?
This is a foam core butyl, and what you're looking at here is it's got basically like a racetrack all the way around it. It's very simple. Just match up this butyl with where it goes all the way around. So meaning you can see right here where it starts, there's a little lip, and you just follow this all the way around the window the same way until you get to here, and then it meets together.
So it needs to go outside of the bolts though, right?
Correct. So make sure you just follow the track and go outside the bolts, because you don't want no water to go in.
Dan, where should I start and stop that
all these windows, the Ford windows, will have a start and stop spot. Just look to where the butyl tape will overlap each other, and just start there and go all the way around the window until you come back to that same spot.
How many rolls of this do I need?
One roll. You won't even use this full roll. There'll be some left over.
So can you explain to me, is that what holds the glass in, or is that simply a sealer then that keeps
all
the water
that
out?
is a sealer to keep the water and debris out. What holds the window in are all the 9 millimeter bolts that you'll reinstall after you put the window into place.
Can I put that butyl tape on the body of the truck, or should I be putting it on the slider?
No, you want to put it on the slider, because if you don't put it on the body and you don't have it match up, it's going to leak.
That makes sense. So then I'll put this window in, and is the installation just the reverse of the removal?
Exactly. Like I said, this is one of the easiest sliders you can install and take out that there is on any vehicle.
How tight should I make those bolts?
That's a good question. What you need to do is just snug it up. And if you don't want to go too tight. You just want to get it a little bit past snug, and you'll notice it as you're going when it starts getting too much resistance. You don't want to bear down on it and crank on it too hard because you can pull these studs out. So you just want to make it just a little bit past snug.
So I should tighten maybe a couple on one side a little bit and then do the other side, or can I do them all
What
together?
I always prefer to do is just pick a spot and then follow it all the way around in the circle. If you start going from one to another, you can start getting gaps and they won't be consistent. So if you start here, go to this one and that one, or if you want to go this way, that's fine, but you don't want to be jumping around because you can cause gaps in the pressure and everything.
Dan, is there a cure time to this tape?
Nope, once you bolt this in, you're good to go.
So I can wash my truck or drive it?
Everything.
No
It's
problem.
nothing like a glue in. It's once you get this bolted up, you're good to go. You can do whatever you need to do.
Dan, is this something I can do in my backyard on a Saturday?
Easily. This is, if I had to do back glasses, I'd do these all day long because they're that easy.
How long should this take me? Is this going to take me 5-6 hours maybe to do?
No more than an hour. I mean, like I said, if you're not even very mechanically inclined, you still will be done in less than an hour.
Okay guys, there you have it. These are tips and tricks on how to put this slider into your 1997 and up Ford full-size pickup. It seems like a pretty installation. Dan, thanks for your tips on that. If you don't feel confident with your own mechanical abilities to put this slider in, but you still want to add this to your truck, you can find a local glass shop to do this. They'll put it in typically for less than $100. If you can't find a glass shop to do it, let us know. We have a national network of auto glass shops that we can point you towards, and we will most likely be able to set you up with a shop to do this for you. We also have a tech line. You can call our number. Dan is available for questions. We have a staff of technicians that answer questions all day, every day. And these are the guys that are actually putting them in for a living that you can talk directly to if you have questions during the installation or before it. We can help work you through that. This seems like a pretty easy, simple installation, Dan, something I can definitely do myself. So thanks for watching. All these products are available on the website, and we appreciate your business. Thank you.